Hello, Grace. Hello, Sharky. Hello, everyone. I forgot to turn on the model. Golly. Ugh. I love you. I love you, Sharky. You're my favorite. I am a little silly. I'm remedying the situation real quick. Boing, boing, boing. Boing, boing, boing. There we go. Ah, ba-ba. Alrighty. It is for music, though on the only the greatest. I'm looking at panels to choose from right now. For One Piece, because, you know, that's the thing. To do a One Piece job. Are there any future One Piece characters that remind you of me? Hard to say. Let me see. Let's see. Because you and I are in Alabasta there. $40? Golly, that's quite cool. You're pretty cool. Let's see. Wow. Let's see. You're pretty gay. Yeah. Because I don't know if any of the villains... I think we all are. I think so, too. I don't think any of the villains would fit. Don't think too hard. You're right. You might strain something. You're right, my knee already hurts. I can't think of anything. Here, this one looks great. What I'm gonna do is see if I can put it on a new tab for us. There you go. It's from the fan translation, which is why I had an L instead of an R. Or so I think that's why. But this is what I'm gonna go with. You see? And then... Whoopsies. Forgot it does that. Yeah. So that's the plan there. I do need to know what the size of the image is. I just... Hang on. Now, I'm not doing any tracing for this, so that's just going to be on my monitor over here. Now, let's see what the dimensions of this are. 349 by 229, or 299. So it's basically 350 by 300. So we'll go 350 by 300. And then multiply each by, like, 3. Be good. That will suffice. Okie dokie. So, let's see. I can close the animation timeline. We don't need any of that. I will need to reconfigure the mouse though. Or not mouse, the pen, there. Okie dokie. We'll also restart that bot there in case anyone feels like meowing. Okay, so let's see where to start. We'll start by naming the file. Seems like a suitable starting point. Then let's draw the little mast of the ship. Something. Pretty tricky to get that curve correct. And it does look like it's actually in multiple lines. So I'd imagine it'd have to go. It's a little tricky because Luffy's sitting like right there. You know? So I don't get to see the full form of it. But we do see, so we have Kobe there-ish. And then Luffy there-ish, sitting all shrimp-like. Right, and then we have part of the ship that goes like this. Then it goes a different angle than that, but yeah, and then this. It's pretty much like that, you know? And then if I were to try that but better, what I would do would be, so this is a bit of a shallower angle, right? It also doesn't go out as far, because they want plenty of room up there for the speech bubbles. So we're going to try again, like this. Let's try that. It implies that it gets a bit wider as you go back, so we'll try and continue that. And then this curve goes like that, I believe. Not quite. This part here is off. You see? This part here is also wrong, but differently. So I'll still redo it. Let's see, this was a decent enough guide. Let's try try making it like that, perhaps. And then having it curve away like this time. And then this one's basically parallel there. Maybe not so much of a curve. And then this part here. It actually goes horizontal up there. You know, because obviously there's the front of it, which would be like a cylinder. So it goes like this. And like that, basically. Except all different, you know? There's... it's a little more like that, I think. Well, except it's in perspective, too. I have to keep on switching back to OBS so I can see if you guys are saying anything. I want to get the curve right so that it looks smooth, but I don't want to be using the stabilizer. That defeats the point a little bit to me. Yeah, I like that. Good enough for me. And then this, whoops. That theoretically come down a little like that, actually. So we'll try removing this. Go like that, maybe. Nope, you're doing work. No worries. So this is the comparison right now. It's okay. It's passable. You know? And that part there is only like just there. Right? I'd rather do it there, pretty much. Yeah, that should be all good though. And then, if I were to add a new layer, and then this one I use for the shading. Would be like that, because sitting on top of it there. Okay, and then we might work on the background a bit now. We'll call a simple group. Then, let's see. That's odd. You see how when I do a triangle kind of like this, it dips like that a little bit? That's odd. Now right up here we want I want it to fade out a little bit in the middle. Like that, perhaps? And then we put there, and then over here. Curve needs to be shallower. That looks good. I can move that around if I need to. And then there's a couple more over here. Let's see. A little more, a little more. Like that, it would seem. Wow! And then another layer here for some shading. Now, I'm curious as to how they've done the water. Let's see. It's hard to tell the brush or pen strokes there, you know? But if I had to guess, and if I assume that I'm still using the same brush, because it's totally possible that Oda just entirely switches what brush they use, but I would assume that I just kind of go with the same hatching that he does with most of his shading. Because then we have I wonder how he decides exactly how to do the water, because shading on water is something I always struggle with. And actually that is way too angular. That's got to be more of a curve. Like that. And then it's got to follow the form on, I guess, the side facing away from the sun. I would imagine. Right? And here it would go like so. Interesting. This one, technically, guess I don't need that layer so much, because I'm not even bothering to use it, huh? Very interesting. I feel like, I feel like I don't know how to do the effect properly, and that's really hindering me. I'm kind of getting it. I kind of see the vision. This closest one here is the most obvious. Things about it, you know? You see, it goes. This part's shaded. And then like that. And then it goes in it. I want to use really light strokes so I don't get the darkest values. It is also a bit darker at the top there, but that might just be coincidence. Definitely seems like it's blended somewhat. Maybe not a ton, but a little. Yeah, I'm bad at this, golly. Oh, hi there. Hi, Lele. I'm sorry. I'm pretty good, but I mean, you said hi. Oh, you were doing head pets too. Did they activate? I didn't even. Oh, golly. This is why I can't have. This is why I need a third monitor. This is why I need a cord for the third monitor that I have. Golly. The headphones worked! Yippee! Awesome, because I didn't notice them at all. Thank you. That's the one downside, is I don't get to notice. The remedy to that, actually. Actually... Hang on. Can I play a sound with this? MIDI, for example? Wait, sounds? Play sound. I might be able to play like a brushing sound. You good? Device. We'll leave it on that. And then... here, I need to go and download a brushing sound, I guess. Or a scratching sound. You'll feel better once your final's done. Same. Let's see. Not that. Rosie. Sending all the brain cells to you and pets, absolutely. That's not it. Let's see. Maybe not like that. How about me? I'm doing pretty good. It just occurred to me that if the head pats are automatic, if my screen isn't on there, I don't see them happening, and then I don't acknowledge them, and I don't get to say thank you. So what I'm doing right now is I'm looking for a free sound to figure out how I can do that. Maybe I even just do a little bell, you know? Maybe I just have a bell jingling. That sounds good. Okay, then I go like this. There we go. So now let's try it like this. Doesn't seem like that part works. Hang on. We'll use default instead of application default. Maybe I need to restore yourself saying get editing yourself, right? No, I don't think so. We'll use file name check. So what if I just select my headphones specifically? Meow! You said. Doesn't seem like that's gonna work. Darn. Yeah. I'll figure that out later. We want to get to playing Dwarf Fortress today. That's the main goal. So, you know, we gotta get around to that eventually. Yeah, I thought there would be one. Speaking of the drawing, we're almost at the part where I start drawing Kobe. We might as well make the clouds part of the ocean. So, if there's anyone who feels like deciding on what Kobe should look like for me, because I've already decided that some other people can choose their little character to be other things, like Nia gets to be Zoro, for example. So yeah, nice ideas for that one. No. Otherwise, it would just be regular Kobe, huh? Yeah. Tricky choice, huh? This one here is also from Poor Music. Oh, hey! Hi, Easily Bored. Let's get you your shout out. Hope you're having a good day. Hey, you. Hello, yourself. I'm doing a fun little thing where I practice art by redrawing One Piece panels. And I'm trying to do one a day from each chapter. And this is the second one. So, that's what I'm trying to do right now. Oh, thank you for the follow. Let's go, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm also replacing characters with me and my friends' characters. So, for example, I'm Luffy. And then Timmy is gonna be, I forgot who. Kobe. Did you want to be Kobe? Because I can do that. So that's the other fun part. Here, I'll go show you guys the first one from yesterday. Open chapter 1. They are problem now, 9. Oh, you didn't pick? Okay. This was day 1's, so it's kind of fun. You see? Nothing too great, but that's why it's practice, you know? You didn't pick? Alright. No worries. This is also a good opportunity to start looking at how Oda draws hair, because Kobe's hair is going to be a little easier to see detail on, because, you know, it's actually a color I can see things for. But, you know, Kobe's got a bit of a... So, if we assume that the torso is regular stegular, then it would be kind of like that's going like. And then the head is kind of going like this. I like the framing on this one a lot, you know? It's nothing too fancy, but it's pretty cool anyway. Did the music pause? Guess so. Poor music on this, by the way, they're good. I like them a lot. So, we haven't quite decided what Kobe's gonna look like, is all. That does kind of make things a little trickier, because we don't know what we're drawing until we decide that detail. I'll draw Luffy first. I'll make that a little lighter, so that we don't have to worry about it right now. But then on another layer, let's see. So we've got the leg like this, like this, and they do both of those. Back into crisscross, or so. Might be a little bit like that. That would go up farther though. I am here to watch art. Thank you, it's Billy. And I see you here from Easily Bored's raid. Hope you're having a nice time. Unfortunately, because I have a mere 2 monitors, and I want to have my reference picture on one of them, it does get a little tricky to decide exactly. Is Luffy's head? Yeah, Luffy's head is actually much above the horizon. Oh, okay. They're actually about on even Stevenly. So if the head's like about there, and we have maybe like this. Right? And then over here that goes. That kind of looks right. It kind of looks correct. I think so. Okie dokie. In that case, let's start building it up. So, first off, the arms are a little bit farther angled. And yeah, that really is just one curve, huh? In fact, all the way out to there is just one big curve. And it actually doesn't turn up so much as it does go out. Maybe a little like that. That still goes out more than it goes out, really. That's what I think I want to go with. Hello, welcome. Yes, indeed. Y'all just make a noise at me if you need my attention, because I'm not so great at paying attention to things as I should be. Let's see. What you need, Timmy? Or are you just meowing at me like a silly? Hi! No, I'm not, you silly Timmy. Technically, actually, the hips would be different from that. Hips would be, I think, angled like this. You know? It doesn't matter any, because it's just our guide. I thought you should know you're wrong. Let's see. That is the right layer, okay. There's a little bit like that. And so I'm seeing the leg. Goes like this. Then this is underhand. I guess makes an amount of sense, but it's kind of more straight. Then we have, it kind of looks to me like it goes like that, you know? Like, were it to go like this, I wouldn't be surprised. And then, like, we do have, like, that complicates it a little. We've also got that. That should be going to the arm. I'm seeing. Which means that everything's all wrong. And in fact, the whole thing's too far up on the mass. Try there, maybe. Okay. Seems to me like this arm is still meant to be a bit farther. Let's also move our guide, why don't we? Just so we feel a little less lost. Still pretty lost, though. Something like that. Oops. And then... still gotta join to the shoulder there. That's a bit more gap there than we should have, huh? But it should be fine, maybe? Because this goes a lot different than I had my guide look, because theirs is going like that. Let's redo all that, but erase here. They're doing some foreshortening, which is interesting. So... those should actually all be, like, within the bounds of the thumb. Like that, basically. That seems moderately correct. And then... I'm surprised at how often Oda does clothes while, like, properly showing their, extra width on the body. Because if I were him, I'd kinda not do that as often. Obviously I should, but you know. Speaking of... this part here is colored in black because it is red. You only got the two colors to work with. I wonder how they decided Luffy's hair wasn't red. I mean, probably I would have told them, but you know. That also needs to be way different there. Yeah, okay, that looks more correct. Okie dokie. And there. And let's see. Head's facing the same way the finger's pointing, basically, towards Kobe over here, so now's my turn a little bit to make the picture look exactly how I'd like, within reason, which is of course me. And hang on, let me get a blocking layer. I'll do it in a bit, it's fine. What we do want up here is this sort of outlining the skull. Let's see. No, actually, I don't get cute at all, Grace. And everyone in chat does not do that ever, because it's not true. Every now and then I just have to keep on checking chat, and I'll just keep on saying the silliest things. Easier to draw a full circle and erase part of it than it is. You have a different idea? What's your different idea? Actually, maybe it would be easier if I just rotated the canvas, huh? What do you... What's that for? It is adorable? It's not adorable and it never happens. Yeah, that's not quite working out for me. Here. What I'm going to do is... I'm going to hide the ocean a little bit. This is cheating a tiny bit. Actually looks terrible and awful and I should feel bad. Wow. Maybe I need to erase the mouth really quickly while I put this head in. Oh, there we go. Didn't expect to get that so quick. And then because what I'm seeing here is maybe I just make this look more correct by taking it, moving it there. That actually looks more correct with the drawing too. Tyler guide. Okay. It could be a lot better. Like a whole lot better, golly. And the reason for that is that the neck is coming out of the weirdest spot. Neck really should be there. That's still weird though. One Piece's style is weird in general, but it should still... I think what I'm going to do is, well, here, actually, let me, it might help if I correct that corner. Not so much. Luffy's, the fullness of the curve for Luffy is down here, right? I have it up there, so it's always going to look wrong. Unless I modify this so that it's thinnest up top. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. It's really interesting here. Whoops. Because you'll notice that they've made like the entire lower half of his body so much bigger than the top half. And that overall makes it feel a lot less weird that he's able to sit like this, because you intuitively see that he's weighed down up here, so it doesn't like, looks like looks like these things basically, you know, where all of the weight is on the bottom, so you just kind of, at least that's what I'm feeling about it. I could just be wrong. You know, I'm wrong frequently about a lot of things, so you never know. In my drawing, there's just a lot more space between the arm and the torso, for some reason. Maybe that's because I did it wrong. Probably is. Because that hand's meant implied to be resting on the boat itself. Right? So the hand is theoretically like grabbing onto the ledge there, kinda. And then I guess I move this hand closer. Because I like the way that hand looks. Okie dokie. So then I ruffle up the inside. Okay, that's passable. And we just do that knee. And then, technically, I'm doing everything wrong. But I'm going to correct for it by implying that the pants are there. Okay? I didn't even notice. Oh golly, this is why we need to have some kind of sound play for times like this, you know? Well, let's get ourselves another blocking lane. In fact, that's also... Oopsie. Have we decided who Kobe's gonna be yet? Who wants Kobe? Yeah. That's the question, isn't it? Kobe from One Piece. If I pick Kobe, I won't get Club. Kobe's the one who's going right here. This one. You're uneducated. It's okay. If you want to be this character that is good, they'll be in it. They'll be in the story for a little bit and then disappear for a long time. So you can even just choose any old character for me to use as a reference, you know? I'm gonna draw the hair first, actually. sexy to left. Wow. I have to experiment a little bit with the way I do the hair. It's gotta match up a little with the way Kobe's is done there. Camera's all up in there. Chopper because you're only 3 apples tall. Absolutely, you get to be Chopper now. It's decided. So let it be written, so let it be. Meow. I keep forgetting that I don't have to meow right now. Grr. Yes, you do. I know what you're on about. Definitely feels like that straw hat of mine is going to go just a little farther. Maybe not though. No, definitely yeah. Right? No, that's not quite right yet. What's this lady do? Oh, that? Yeah, that's good. Let's look a little at Kobe's hair. Obviously, the outermost part is a little more outlined than it looks like. Makes more sense to draw it a little bit more even. rather than all the lines like that. It is received differently. So let's see, we've got actually this is wrong. Pretty much entirely, yeah. That. And then it's all going in the same direction. Actually where and so it actually does wrap around. Or actually then don't worry, it's not gonna stay like that. That's the longest part. Then it gets shorter a little bit going back up, I believe. Okay. a little bit like how they've done it. Oh, hi. Oh, my model's frozen? Oh, I guess stay home. Okay, that's too bad, but I love you. Yeah, you can go in the box. Ooh. I'm sorry, I don't think my model was frozen, I think I was just locked in. I love you so much. Either I was locked in, or I was leaning forward too much. One of those. Good. Maybe I'll wake up all better, who knows? Yeah, who knows? And then, here-ish. Let's see. Yeah, Sharky, if you want to be a One Piece character, I can change one to look like you when I get to that part. Good question, yeah. I doubt it would go like that. Alright. So that's bad. But it's about to be better. I ought to use a new layer of clear thing. So that's meant to be. Alright. Now let's see if this is any good. I probably want to like that instead. Except I don't like the way it's divided there. This shirt should actually be going over it, shouldn't it? It would probably hang a little bit more. And then, because we want to preserve curve, pretend it doesn't do it like that. Instead, that goes like that. Okay, awesome. I'm liking that. Well enough. We need some new catching the tail. Or so I was thinking. Okay. Then, as part of the tail, probably want to texture it a little. That's all wrong. I don't want it to look like thorns or anything, you know? Maybe the secret is have them extend onto probably gonna have to look a little more like there. Actually, we could also use this to imply the depth of it. Maybe that's a way. See how it went so lightly? Makes it look nice. Seems good to me. tiny little brush strokes. Give it kind of the impression of texture. That seems correct, right? Longer. Maybe we use these extra tiny sections at the top part and then set a longer ones as it gets to the edges to sort of imply shadow. Don't have any idea if this is working how I would like it to be. I kind of feel like it's not. It was an interesting little experiment at the moment. And then, of course, cat ears up here. That looks good enough, I think. I don't think we ever decided who's gonna be Kobe. I think we're just going to make it regular, stegular Kobe. Really quickly though, I do want PK. Oh, okay. Okay, I thought you were saying PK as in a person. Okay. Let's do this here. Alright, because we did miss a couple parts of the my grouping command isn't working anymore. That was fine. And drag. Okay. I am in fact, wait, this layer is empty entirely. I'm gonna be doing the speech bubbles for first. For me, that is. Oh, I had something weird. Uh-oh. Program froze. You see? Uh-oh. It crashed. That's no good. That's no good at all. Open the others. How far back? Okay, good. Just before the other ear. That's not far at all. So all we need to do, we're gonna save real quick. All we need to do is just kind of go in, redo some things that we did already. And it's all set. Now we are remembering to save. Alright. And let's get these. Actually, hang on, it's almost midnight. And the rule I set for myself was I have to post whatever progress I make. So, I'm gonna get started on Kobe. Like that, I think. Oh, I don't have time for that. Okay. Let's just hurry, you know? Big ol' spectacles. ridiculous looking right now. Let me see what I can do about that before we run out of time. Sweetheart, yeah. You're absolutely right, Penny. Sorry that I'm not responding to this so much. Alright. Let's see. Okay, and I'll add another like this. Because it does have a tendency to break around where the characters are. Okay. see if we have like 2 minutes. We're gonna see really quickly what we can do in terms of the speed bubbles. Wait, if it's gonna be Nia, then I should write it out as rain. Or maybe not. You aren't certain right now. There's midnight. I am gonna finish doing it. Type in 1 moon. I'm gonna just drop the speech bubbles really quick because I don't think it matters a ton. You know? And then I might as well really quickly put that. Okay, I'm calling it there because too much more would just be cheating. Alright. I'll get better at drawing the tail eventually. I do really want to have it. Because this is something I did, but because of the crash, it undid it. I just want to really quickly put this back where I had it. Okay, that's that. Lots I wish I could have done. Certainly. But I decided to myself that I was not allowed to continue. I have to post whatever progress I made. So that'll be that. Stream, unfortunately, it is time to end because I do have my sewing class final tomorrow. I expected to get some Dwarf Fortress done today, but golly, I ran out of time. Good luck, thank you. Have fun with that? Yeah, thanks. Night? Yeah, so night. I think I am just gonna close up. Bye-bye.